Kate Benson. I believe she's here.
Hello, good evening. Before I ask my question, it's the first time I've been in the chamber outside of a governor training and briefing, so it's my first public question, so be kind. So my question is, based on the amount of opposition from local residents following from the Wokingham Borough Council's public path creation order notices in Jubilee Avenue recently, and also that the public consultation in relation to this path creation was in summer 2020, and it wasn't widely known about within the local community. I'd like to ask whether you can reconsider the routing of Greenway Route B through the middle of this land that runs along Jubilee Avenue. Second part of the question, I believe that the local residents' opposition is actually clear that Section 26 of the Highways Act 1980, which would add convenience or enjoyment to a large section of the public or local residents, can't be demonstrated. Please could you consider adjusting this section of the Greenway so as not to destroy the wildlife habitats within this wildlife corridor from Joel Park to Cantley Park. Please could you either widen the pavement on the northern side or adapt this section to be signage only, like planned for the Clifton Road section immediately after it. Thank you.
Thank you for your question, Kate. The consultation, you rightly said, between July and September 2020 involved engagement with various stakeholders, including ward members, Wokingham Town Council, user and interest groups, the Mid and West Berks Local Access Forum, and other key stakeholders. So it was a very wide consultation. Individuals' letters were sent out to residents near to the proposed route, highlighting the scheme and website, and also adverts appeared throughout the local newspapers and council's own social media. Prior to this consultation, the council also held a consultation February to March 2019. So that's two consultations. And we are aware of the many concerns that have been raised about the impact of the proposed scheme on the wildlife. The council has already commissioned and received an independent preliminary ecological appraisal of the area as part of the feasibility design, which did not highlight any concerns with the scheme on the local wildlife. If the route is progressed, we would also engage the same ecologists to be on site at the point of construction of the route to ensure that there is no harm done to the wildlife in the area. And finally, Mr. Mayor, to ensure safety of residents and users of the Greenway, we will be installing a formal crossing point at Milton Road as part of the scheme. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Bass. Do you have a supplementary? And can I ask you to turn the mic off afterwards? Thank you.
I do, thank you. Thank you for the response, and actually that's really good news to hear about the crossing, because that was a danger point, I think. So my question to you is, by creating this path, I believe you're actually contradicting what Wokingham Borough Council have pledged to do in your own Climate Emergency Action Plan of January 2020. In there, you pledge £170,000, and I quote, to deliver small-scale woodland planting on council estate in existing parks and spaces. Yet by creating this path, surely by destroying the habitat, you're doing the exact opposite. So how can you justify going against your own climate policy? Thank you.
Thank you. Like I've said, Kate, we did consult the preliminary ecological appraisal through the experts, and I can assure you that there will be no trees removed or at all. It's going to be, we won't be destroying anything in that when it's actually path, because we'll be very, very careful, and the ecological report says that as well. And unfortunately, I beg to differ with you. We're not actually going against the climate emergency. We're actually supporting that, and it'll be a very, very a small path, 2.5 metres wide, and we will not be destroying any of the trees there.
Thank you, Councillor Bath. The final question